Hi, this is Shannon from Millrace Center. We have another home video for you to try at home. Now, we all have needed toilet paper right now, and there's been some jokes going around about that, of collecting your toilet paper. So, since we're home and we have to use the supplies we have at home, we thought what a better way to do a craft with the supplies we have, like toilet paper and paper towel holders. So, this is just an activity that should be able to do with everything that you have at home. First of all, let me show you a couple things. This is the wreath that we made. And then we also made a cross, all just from toilet paper and paper towel tubes. So let's have some fun and I'll show you how to get started. Take your simple toilet paper and fold it right in half. Now I had one that's already cut up, and this is how I did I didn't measure, I just made it really quick and easy. I would just lay my little sample piece down, take my pencil, and just make marks. And just move my sample piece down across the tube so I get the right size. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. And then you just simply cut them off. It's easy to cut through, easy to mark, and if you have to trim it, it's not a big deal. So I've got some pieces now, or petals. Let's look at how we did the wreath here. And for the wreath, we painted each of these pieces first. And you can just pick whatever colors you might have at home, a simple paintbrush, and you literally just paint it, both the inside and the outside. And you can kind of make it wide again to get in there to paint that, and then do the other side, flip it around in your hand. It's not a problem. It just goes to better as far as gluing to have it already painted for that wreath. So let me show you how we put these together. Now we're using a hot glue gun, and I'm sure you could use even Elmer's glue or the tacky glue. Hot glue just dries so quickly, so for what we're doing here, it just worked best. If you do decide to use the Elmer's glue or the tacky glue, you will probably need to either use paper clips, clothespins, or something to hold that glue in place. That's kind of why I chose the hot glue, but use whatever you have at home. Okay. We'll just put a bead of hot glue right there and hold it down. It's that easy. And you just keep working around. Another bead of glue and push it down. And for the flower, you're going to put 6 of these petals together. So we'll do that here just so you get an idea. You could make them whatever size you want to. They could be a ½ inch, they could be bigger, smaller, it doesn't matter. And you're just going to keep working around. Pretty easy. And this is our 6th one. And I just kind of smush them to hold it together to make sure that glue dries. Then you just, on that last one, once you have your 6th one together, you're just going to put a bead of glue again and bring your end together. And just give it a little squeeze there and just hold it till that glue dries. And there you go. It's that easy. There's your flower. Here's a flower in a thinner size as well. So you could do kind of thicker or yet thinner. And then as you piece them together, when you get your other pieces here, we'll have these up on our website with the pictures, so you can look at the pictures on where to glue. You want to be careful on how you glue the flowers. You're gluing like half the petal together to join the flowers. And then we just took buttons, because that's what we had on hand. You could use marbles, anything to make that center piece, and it kind of covers up how that flower came together and hides that. And so we just took the buttons, since we had them here. They're colorful, they're easy. We just double stacked them put that right on there. And then we just took, again, hot glue and laid it right there in the middle. And that's how we did it. So pretty easy for the flowers. For the cross, we thought it would be easier to make it unpainted and then spray paint it, because we're just going to make it one solid. So when we post the picture, you'll see the finished product of this. We're going to spray paint this black, and you'll see that finished product on the picture. Again, with the picture, you'll be able to tell how to glue it as well. I would suggest on the cross, though, where the flower, I kind of squeezed it together pretty firm, you want a real thin bead of glue right along your edge, and you want just your edges glued. So a little more fine on that glue, so that if you glue too much down, you'll end up having to rip them apart. Again, if you do it unpainted first, that will hide if you do have to rip them apart a little bit to separate them as you're putting it together. When you spray paint it, it'll finish it off without a problem. So these are our 2 projects for today, made with simple toilet paper and paper towel tubes, but will be quite beautiful for your door, for your neighbor, whatever you want to do. So join us again and stay healthy and happy.